I'll let you know when I see us.
All right, Brian, tell us when we are seeingable.
We are live. B is for books and Bahasa.
And public, you can view it. Oh, we are getting better. We are on time. 8 o'clock, everybody. All right. Now, go back and look at the stream and make sure it's all visible.
Yep.
Yep.
That's good.
Are the words right? Okay. All right.
Your words are right.
I heard a little bit of it echoing. So
I don't want to give away anything in any of my stuff.
your words look
Yep.
great to me.
Mine.
That looks good.
All right, Bahasa.
Yeah.
Boy, we're like streaming experts now. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Collector's Alphabet. I am one of your co-hosts, Matt, also known as GrapeApe, joined by...
Hey, I'm Brian, also known as Spellburn, fresh off of my week off. I know you guys missed me. I know Matt did.
I did miss you.
And our
We didn't
special...
have you at the last show, and I had to get a new co-host. Matt D'Amico filled in for you excellently. But we've got an outstanding guest tonight, straight from the return of DungeonCon. We are joined by Bahasa. Thanks for joining us. Bahasa, tell us a little bit about yourself and your collecting beginning.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me. My collecting beginning. Wow.
How did it start?
I'm eclectic. Yeah. I just I have so many interests in life, and I do deep dives when I'm into something, and so that's how I just started to do it. You know, I will say one of the first books that actually changed the way that I thought of things is Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Now, I'm not into Zen and I'm not into motorcycles, but this is a great book, and if you've never read it, I would highly recommend that you read it. It's going to tell you about things like that. Something that I always used to do when I was a kid was I would play games and do puzzles. So, a 5-minute mystery.
Ooh, I think
or
I
Nice.
had one of those.
logic puzzles.
Oh, I love that.
This is an old one, Play It Yourself, which had a whole bunch of stuff. And Martin Gardner, this is... I found it difficult to find, but it's a mathematical circus. So Martin Gardner was a mathematician, and he did a lot of puzzles. And this is a really good book if you can find it.
All right, show those other two real quick, and you got to hold them up to the screen for a minute, so that way our viewers are going to be able to pause on it. And 5-minute mysteries. Go back a little bit. 37 challenging cases of murder mayhem. I think I might have one of those. I saw one of those. I don't know if I picked it up or not. All right, what was the other one?
It's kind of a logic puzzle. They give you a scenario, and you've got to figure out who did it.
All right, fantastic book of logic puzzles. I love the dragon on there, so I'm going to have to look for that one. And then what was the last one? Yes. A little bit closer?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's an old one.
Brian, you heard of the motorcycle one? Zen and Motorcycles?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So that's like
that's
a known book.
And
very, very well
if
known.
you can find this, pick it up. This is fantastic.
Okay. All right. Now
Alice in Puzzleland.
Because I love books that I can interact with and get. All right. So hold on, Ken. Don't show them all yet.
No, I know.
So that's the beginning, and I love it. So as you guys may see, I'm in a hotel room. I am at Pelicon 2026. Out at Texas City, just right next to Galveston, over by the coast. And one thing I wanted to share, this is their program guide. And so this kind of counts as a book because it's got a whole story in it, which I thought was cool.
Nice.
And hadn't seen. And it's even got a map in it. And it makes kind of the program guide a little bit more collectible, something you want to hold on to. It's got something in it. My other finds were, so you may think I wouldn't have any books, right? I'm not at home. I wasn't able to access my library. I didn't get to stop at any bookstores on the way down here. We had to get to work. But lo and behold, Homer, one of the organizers of Pelicon, as many of us collecting, his wife was like, "What are you doing with these? You know, they've just been sitting here for years." And he had a bunch of paperbacks, old school paperbacks, Forgotten Realms, Dragonlance, stuff like that. And so he had them all on the table. He didn't want to bring them to half-price books because, you know, they give you peanuts for them. And he didn't want to go through the process of selling each one online. So he brought them and set them all on a table. The monster put a pick one sign on it. I wanted to pick like 20 of them. And the horrible man put a sign that says pick one. So my first choice, I'm going to go to my first choice last because I think it was the best. But as the time went on, they're like, oh, yeah, pick another one because board gamers weren't picking them up very much. They were sitting there. And they're like, oh, yeah, take some. So the first one I picked up was an old Forgotten Realms one, the Nephil Trilogy, Book 1, Swordplay. Old
Great
Forgotten
cover.
Realms one. And I hadn't read this one yet. So the Arcane Age. I did not have this one. And then this one I do have, but it was in amazing shape. And I don't know, the inside cover is pretty brown, so it may be a first edition. Pool of Radiance.
Ooh, another Forgotten Realms. All right.
Oh, yeah. And this one's, you know, in nice shape. The spine is good. You know, the cover's nice and brown, which shows its age. Let's see. 1989. So this might have been one of the first copies. But, you know, that art has been on like some of the video games, the computer games.
Yeah.
And then I had to get this one as well. I have a lot in the Ravenloft series. I think I have 5 or 6 of them. But I did not have this one. Tales of Ravenloft.
Okay.
Did you guys have that one?
No.
I had that one.
You did have that one?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have like Istrad and the one with the little puppet.
Yeah.
Puppeteering one.
Yeah.
And a couple other ones. But I didn't have Tales of Ravenloft, so I excitedly grabbed that one. All right, Brian, it is your turn.
All right. So I'm not going to start off with books, but you can read these things. So I'm going to start off with my mail call. So
mail calls can be any episode because it's cool stuff that we just.
That is true. That is true. So I was on vacation. I came home and there were a couple of things waiting for me. So, friend of the show, Joy Royale, has a patron. I got this bad boy in the mail. This is the Sloppy Breakfast Gang.
Nice.
So it is a new clown show host. And it actually has 3 different hosts in there. So if you play Weird Heroes of Public Access, you can now play as a host of a clown for the morning show. This is the Sloppy Breakfast.
Closer so we can see the middle one. No, the
middle one. Yeah.
Yeah, that middle clown looks creepy. White face.
Yeah, the middle one is creepy as crap. And the middle one's power is intimidate. So he's intimidate. The tramp is fortify because it's a tramp. They eat a lot of stuff. And the Augusti is distract.
So you got that just for backing the Patreon because Joey sends something out like once a month.
Once a month, I think it's $5 a month. It comes in a pink envelope,
and it looks laminated. All these. Is that laminated?
No, it's quality.
Okay,
it's quality stuff. So if you like WHPA, if you like the Weird Hero stuff, get on the Discord, see these things. One comes a month. I'm going to 3D print something to keep all these in. I got a ton of them back here, but that was waiting for me.
The other thing. Where did you go for vacation? The people want to know.
Oh, I went south. We went south where it's warmer than here, and we never left the resort. We just went. We got off the airplane. We hit Sam's Club. We bought food. We were with another couple that we go with every year. It's our relaxation vacation. We left Sam's Club. We got to the resort. It's got a full kitchen, living room, dining room, 2 bedrooms, a balcony, and a pool.
Nice.
And that's all we did. We
Bahasa.
cooked all our own meals. It was awesome.
Bahasa, where's the last place you went on vacation to? And Dungeon Con doesn't count.
Oh, it doesn't count.
No.
Was it New York City? New York City.
New York?
Yeah. We visited
some
the kids.
Shows or what?
No, just visiting the kids.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, yep. I'm from there, so
during what season?
we'll have to talk offline.
What part are you from?
Queens. Bayside
I
Flushing.
lived in Queens for a while. I lived in Manhattan and Queens. I was a paramedic with New York City EMS before they joined the Fidney.
No, all right. Yeah, I was in Bayside Flushing.
Oh, Bayside, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, right off of Franny Lou.
Getting way off
I lived in
topic
Toronto
here.
for a while.
All right, what else you got for us, Brian?
All right, so I got 2 more mail calls, and I haven't shown these yet, but I know a bunch of people have already got theirs.
Yeah.
10th Doomstar. So
Yeah.
Right.
written by Julian Burnick and Stephen Surratt.
Yep.
Well, published by Stephen
Yep.
Surratt.
The first official level 10 adventure that if you live in Indiana and you attend HoosierCon, I will be running it at HoosierCon. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's great art in here, but I don't want to show any of it because it spoils. And there are pre-gens because who has an extra level 10 laying around? I think there are 6 pre-gens in here. I got to double check because I just submitted the game. I am running this at Gen Con.
There's 7 classes.
Nope, there's no cleric.
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 6. There are no cleric. It literally starts like the first words out of your mouth are your cleric is dead. Because a level 10 cleric would be insane. And it came with a patch, which I'm already putting on my my vest. But it also came with a sticker, level 10 judge, and a bunch of these stickers. So whoever plays with me will also get a sticker. This is a level 10 gong farmer. There's a handful of those. So I'll be running that at HoosierCon Labor Day. And then the other one, so that's from Julian Burnett.
Open up to the first monster and tell us how many hit points it has.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I just want to hear a little tidbit.
All right, you've got. I don't want to talk about him because that's a scare. Terror Dactyls. They got Talons +6 for 2d6 damage. Ooh. Acid Bombs +8 missile damage, which is 4d6.
Oh my god.
AC 18 and hit points 22.
All right. Yeah.
And they do a grapple and drop.
Nice.
And it's 2d4 times 10. And they like to get high. I don't want to do the next guy because...
yeah, that's good. That's good. I just wanted a little teaser.
Yeah.
At the only time I died was when I was in one of Julian's adventures. He's brutal.
And then my other one, I should take this out because it's going to give me a glare. But this is from our friends at Death Guaranteed Games. This was their last Kickstarter, and I'm finally going to be able to open it and read it. Discovery of the Doomweaver, the first blade of Callous Doom. I'm understanding there's going to be 6 of these. So this is the first from Death Guaranteed Games. It's Mark Anderson. He is the one that wrote it. Death Guaranteed Games, that's our friend Judge Crow. Great stuff in here.
Nice.
Great art. Let's see, who's the artist? want to make sure we do that. Cover art was Noel Espinoza. Interior art is Joe Porcio. Porkio. Curio?
Maybe.
So, love the layout. Don't want to give away too much. Good layout. Wonderful. And it's the beginning of a series. So, they're going to come on back. The Doomweaver is the first blade. And there's supposed to be, I believe, 6 more. That came with a really cool luck token.
Very nice.
Which I really like.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
love a good luck token.
That's my mail call.
All right. Back over to you, Bahasa. What do you got for us in the next round?
All right, so I got 6 things. You probably have only seen 1, and this is just random books that I came across and went, "Oh, that's cool. Let me learn more about that." So the first one is Cloak and Cipher. And it's all about ciphers and spycraft and things like that. The next one is Surgery of the Gallbladder and Bile Ducts. It's questions and answers. So what I liked about that is it's as if you're going to take a test to pass your fellowship in surgery for the gallbladder and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Third one is the plan book. This is from 1899, and this is for grades 3, 4, and 5.
So is that an old teacher's manual? Open that up and let's see what's in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Matt Boombatty says that title is amazing. The last one.
Yeah. This is Very Special People. This is about the lives of people that were in circuses and things like that.
That would be great fodder for adventure creation.
Oh, yeah. And this is Armor Attacks. I know Matt likes do-it-yourself. So here you can, you're a tank commander and you kind of figure out what you're going to do, the tactics. And
Wait. Open that up. Is that interactive fiction?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, you read stuff and then you're like, okay, well I'm gonna switch over to here. I'm gonna do this.
See, I've never even seen that. All right, I need you to send me a picture of that cover, please.
All right.
Oh, there's so much I'm finding out there.
The last one is Graphic Novel Adventures, and you might have seen that. These are a bunch of different books. This one is Your Town, and it's kind of a cartoon. But hidden inside each of the of these, you'll see a number, and then that number will send you to another picture and things like that, And in the back, you've got the town that you can make, and so it's pretty sweet. So that all of these adventures are like that. They all have hidden numbers somewhere in the pictures, and then that will send you somewhere else.
I love that. All right, you're gonna have so many pictures of all those. So Chris Chatsman in the chat, he said, "I'll keep you in mind the next time I have gallbladder surgery." Chris, you would be well advised to keep him in mind because Bahasa has some medical experience here. He's not messing around. Did you get that book, Bahasa, because of your medical background, or you just wanted to? Did the title grab you?
Yeah. Again, I looked at it. The title grabbed me. I opened it up and I said, "Oh, this is excellent, man." I mean, this talks about like some of these questions are they're crazy. Like is there a difference between atrasia and hypoplasia of the bile ducts? Yes, there's a difference. And then it goes into what that is. I mean, it's insane. It's awesome. So yeah, but I spent 14 years with Mayo Clinic. So, yeah.
If Bahasa's your surgeon, you're in good hands. He knows what he's doing.
Well, not surgery.
Well,
but,
better than me or Spellburn doing surgery. So,
But if you got migraines, I mean, man.
I got a knife.
All right. So next, let's see what I got here. I'm going to save those. B is for board games, too. I got a couple free board games because Pelicon was mostly a board game convention. We're trying to build the RPG community out here. So if you're anywhere near Galveston, Houston, make sure you go to Pelicon next year. But Words, I got this one for free. They had a logic puzzle, and if you solve the logic puzzle, you got a free board game. And so I think it's like Scrabble. It says, pick a phrase, be the first to spell it by laying down all your cards. Work on any word in the phrase, but here's the catch. Each word must be spelled in order, and you can only lay down one card per turn, and you only get a few seconds to look at the phrase. So it's a little memory retention, and then kind of laying cards down like Scrabble. And so they had a flea market, and I promise I was not going to get any more board games. I was like, no. I just got a bookcase that I need to put games in, and I can't put any more board games in it. I got a ton of board games, and Tracy's not going to be happy. But I did go to the flea market just to check to see if they had any treasures, and the ladies caught me looking at one of the antique ones, and she's like, oh nice. It's an old vintage game. You can have it for free. And I was like, no. I said, I'm not supposed to take any. And she's like, but it's free. And I said, oh, but it's mine. I'll take it. And I don't even know how to play it, but, a free vintage board game, I can't pass it up. I mean, it was free. And the rules are on the inside.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's classic game. That's classic board game.
Yeah.
All right, and then I got, from the table as well, I got one of the new Endless Quest books. So these are the new ones. I've not bought any. I think I got one from Half Price Books for like $3 because they're like $9. I was like, and I like the old ones, but this one was free, so I picked it up. And let's see. I had never heard of these, but Homer came by and brought them when he heard how much I enjoyed his book collection. Legends 2. And so this has a bunch of authors in there. Terry Brooks,
I have that one.
Martin. You do have this one?
Yep.
And then do you have this one? Legends 2, Anne McCaffrey, Raymond E. Feist. You got that one? Oh, there it is.
That one I know. Show the first one again. You're getting a little glare, but
yeah, I see that.
That one, yep, that one's good. Yeah, I've got that one. Third author down's my wife's favorite author, so I picked that up for her actually.
Diane Gabaldon.
Gallbladder, yep.
Gabaldon. New short
I got a couple of
Masters of Modern Fantasy. So,
thank you.
All right. Well, I was excited about that. What did you get? Tell your wife to lean in here and say hi to the fans.
Yeah. I just got to look. So,
okay.
No. We were just talking about Diana Gabaldon.
Oh, my favorite.
That's what I said.
For 30 years?
For 30 years. I stood in line at midnight to buy those books for her. So, yes. All right. So,
Chris, I tried not to take the game. I was like, no, I don't want it. And then the game with the devil, of course, tempted me. He's like,
yep, of course. All right. So, well, you did a board game, so I'm going to do a board game.
All right.
Right now, this is one of my favorite board games, and the reading connection is real. Hercules and the 12 Labors.
Okay.
Fantastic game. It's a solo only. Okay. You are playing Hercules.
Have you played it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I haven't gotten too far. So you play Hercules. Okay, and you roll dice as Hercules, and it gives you X amount of dice, right? So you start off with one weapon. So here's the bow of Hercules, right? And you have if you look on here, you have health points, and then you get like 4 die. Hercules was a fickle son of a gun. So you have to flip a card to see what your mood is. So sometimes you lose a die, Sometimes you gain a die. Sometimes you're morose, and it's really good. It's very thematic. So you roll the die, and you have to. And I'll show the first one because a lot of people have seen the first one. So this is the median lion. All right, and you start. You roll your dice, and you start here. And as you can see, 5s and 6s. So you start with 6 and it has 6 hit points. Right? If you roll a 5 or a 6, that does damage. Right? So you do damage and you take the die and you just keep on clicking it down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dead.
Okay.
Right? But each round he moves forward 1 die. If the die moves forward 1 space, that's a hit point off of Hercules. That's a hit point off of Hercules. This is a heal. He heals. That's 2 hit points off of Hercules, and he kills Hercules.
Wow!
Right. So you gotta kill this lion in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. Right. So you're rolling your dice, and you're able to use your weapon. So if you put 1 die on this one, you can plus or minus 1. Right. So I can make a 4 or 5, or I can make a 1 or 6. But once you defeat the lion, it's his hide. So now he's an item for you to use. And then I could change any 6 to a 3 or a 3 to a 6. And if I do that, I'm then able to use a shield. Put a die over here, and I use a shield. Right.
I like that.
So the reason that I love it, the art is absolutely gorgeous. Right?
Show us a couple more. We've already
But
seen those.
But B, for book, here's the story of the Nemean lion from ancient Greek mythology. So you read the story, and this is how it is in the book. Then you battle the monster, and then if you defeat the monster, you get the equipment from it, and you put that in front of you. Now I have an arrow, a bow, and a shield, right? So, and that's the game. The game is, and it goes through all 12 labors. I backed it on Kickstarter, so there was a 10th labor. It's got cool dice, right? Nice. So it's got some Hercules dice. It's got some monster dice. And it's this thick. Some of those monsters. So the next labor is the Hydra. And if you battle the Hydra's bad. Hydra's really bad. There's the Hydra.
So have you won the game yet?
Well, heck no. I haven't even gotten past the labor yet.
So
maybe, and I've played it.
Maybe you need to bump yourself up to a D7. Get your D7 DCC.
I need to do something. I wish. And they've got a new Kickstarter online, Jason and the Argonauts. So they're going to do a whole mythological.
Nice.
We'll sell the books back here. A lot of these books are mythology books. Right, Bullfinch's mythology, Celtic mythology, Greek, Roman, all those things. Love those.
Right.
There's my board game.
I'm telling you, High Couture, he's always wheeling and dealing. That's how he gets all this stuff from Germany and Europe. Talks about it on the show, and they're like, "Hey, look at this Spellburn guy. We'll send him a copy." I'm gonna have to start.
Right, you want my freebie of the week?
Yeah, let's see it.
You want my random show up at my front door?
You did not get. I mean, did you know it was coming? What is that? What is it? Hold it to the side.
H.P. Lovecraft.
Is it real books or is it like a little?
No, it's the complete. There's a box set.
Okay.
There's a box set.
Yeah, Lovecraft.
It's got all of H.P. Lovecraft's works.
And where did you get this?
But it didn't have the box.
Okay.
A buddy of mine that works at a publishing company. And, they threw out 2 of these. So when they threw it out, he grabbed one and had the box, and then he just sent me this one.
I mean, that's
perfectly good shape.
Yeah, take it. Yeah, of course.
Come on, right?
Yeah, that's a great call.
You
know so many people that work for publishing companies, nobody's ever going to be able to nail down who sent it to you.
I only know 1 or 2.
Well, you know,
and they're dumpster
for
books.
A publishing company.
Yeah. Did you throw anything out you want to send me?
No. But if you talk to my wife, she might throw something out to send you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right,
that's mine. What do we got, Bahasa?
All right, Bahasa, what do we got? Back over to you.
All right. Next round is chess.
Okay.
So
are you a good chess player?
I think so, but I'm not great. I'm not a master.
Are you ranked? What would your rank be?
Yeah, well, I'm not a member of the Chess Federation anymore, although I am a chess coach, but yeah. In any case, this is a great book. It will teach you how to think about the moves in chess, why you're going to move e5 when somebody plays e4, But there are 2 versions of this. This is the older one that would talk like the king's pawn, so get the real one.
Okay.
A guy named Laszlo Polgar, he's got 3 daughters, and he basically he wrote this book, and all it has is chess puzzles. And he had all 3 of his daughters do this, and they're all grandmasters.
Wow.
So it's a good thing.
What is the level of chess mastery? Where does it start?
Well, you could start off at E is the lowest rank, and then it goes up to A, and then you've got a master, international master, and a grandmaster. Grandmaster, you've got to have at least a 2,500 rating.
I would be a E because I do know how to play chess, but I don't know any of the strategies.
Well, there's a guy named Lev Albert. He came from Russia, and he has a series of 7 books. This is number 2. The first one is just too basic. If you know how to play chess, I wouldn't get it. But this is the 2nd volume, and
Spellburn, do you know how to play chess?
Me? Oh, of course, yeah.
All right. Are you above an E level?
Yeah, I'm like a.
Are you an A?
I'm like a D for dunce. I do play. I've been playing since grade school, but yes.
Really?
But not that good.
Do you think you can beat Bahasa?
Heck no.
All right, slow down there.
He's got books and he's read.
I know. So yeah, I mean, and what I like is that there's seven books in the series. 5 that I've got are the ones that I would recommend. I wouldn't get 1 or 6 just because you don't need them. But that will take you from knowing how to play to being a good chess club player, which is C level. If you're really good, you could get to be A.
Bahasa, are you C or A?
I was C when I stopped. The thing is, you've got to play in tournaments in order to continue getting your thing up.
So
and you have to do so many games.
On
your
the
provisional
slide,
up until
on the sly without the stats. If you had to say this is how good I am, you'd be an A, right?
No, well, I'd probably say I'm a C.
Right.
But a C can draw with an A.
All right. Well, so what I need to know is next Dungeon Con, if we spend like a day, me, you, and Spellburn go out to the park and we set up a little chess set, and I'll be like, oh, hey, and I'll beat you, and then we'll get somebody else to come in, and me and Brian will bet on you winning. We'll get a crowd around, and then you just, we're gonna rake this guy in.
Yeah.
Do a little park.
They do that
didn't you both come from
New York City?
Isn't that where all the chess guys are in the park?
Yeah, exactly. Washington Square. You sit down, you pay you pay your money, and if you win, you stay. And if you lose, you get up, and the next person puts their money down, and it's
Chess sharking. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Have either of you sat down and played in Washington Park?
I don't think I ever did. No.
Watched.
I think we're going to need a video next time you guys go to New York. The fans, the people want to see a video of you guys sitting down in Washington Park playing some chess.
All right.
Let's see. Is it my turn or who's up?
It is your turn.
Yeah, you're up.
Okay. These are the last books that I got from the convention here. Let's see here. Let me set my phone up so I can see the chat. So I figured, I get the chat on my phone. That way I don't have to mess around.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So I found this.
Oh, they're swapping. They're swapping Cokes. They both said Rooster and High Coulter both said chess sharking at the same time, so they owe each other a Coke.
All right. So you see, we can get a whole crowd around there. A couple people are like decoys. They bet on the other guy like $2, but me and you were betting like hundreds of dollars on Bahasa and schools.
Oh yeah.
All right. So this is Tunnels and Trolls, free RPG every day from 2018, I think, right? 2008. But this was like $5, and I like Tunnels and Trolls old stuff, so I grabbed it. $5. You know me and $5.
$5 is $5.
$5 is $5. I picked this up at the flea market. This was $5 as well, and this is by Board and Dice. And this is kind of like a logic puzzle, like Bahasa was talking about.
Yeah.
It is called the Book of Rituals. And so you open it up, and it has like a bunch of alchemic chemicals in here. And then the whole thing is puzzle-based game enclosed in a book from the Escape Tales universe.
Yep. That's fantastic. I missed the Kickstarter or whatever. It's
And so it's
very intriguing.
It's interactive with your smartphone and all kinds of puzzles in there. And I love puzzles. And now I know
yes, you do.
also loves puzzles too. All right, so these were when I looked at the table of books, the free books there was Dragonlance. There was a gorgeous set of the Chronicles, red, green, and blue. Dragons of Spring Dawning, Dragons of Autumn Twilight, Dragons of Winter Solstice. Just the spines weren't bent, and the covers, I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. But I have those, right? I have them in the box set. I have my original copy from when I was a kid, when they first came out. And there was tons of Forgotten Realms books. There were some Terry Brooks books. There were some big books. There was a bunch of Ravenloft books. There was all kinds of books that I wanted to grab and distracted me. But these were my first choices because I hadn't seen them before, and I know I didn't have them. They are Greyhawk, and it's a Temple of Elemental Evil book. I've never even seen this.
Wow.
Did you guys even know this existed?
I love that.
Did you know this existed?
I did not. That's a great find.
Yeah. So I was like, how did I miss this as a kid? So Temple of Elemental Evil. This one's by Thomas Reed. In the World of Greyhawk. 2001. That's why I missed it. Because I was out of high school and screwing around in college and getting in trouble. So that's why I missed it. So then the next one I immediately had to grab was... Where'd Brian go?
He went probably for a drink or something.
Ben, can you tell your daughter to stop texting me? See, does anybody else have a child that when they want your attention, they insistently text you over and over and call you repeatedly, making you try to answer? Oh, a rotten child. And now she's going to see that on this show. Brian, you're going to miss it. Where are you? This is my last reveal of the evening.
Last reveal?
Well, yeah, this is all I got. I've been at a convention. So then the second one I bought was Keep on the Borderlands, Greyhawk. Well, I didn't buy it. It was $0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great find, man.
Nice.
Grab these 2 Greyhawk ones. 2001. That's why I missed it. A little bit of standing on the edge. If anybody knows how to get rid of those age spots, let me know.
UV light. I'm in the sun, and that'll that's foxing, so it's caused by a mold.
Okay.
All
right, and that's it for me. That is my Pelican haul. Fire.
All right, so I've got a couple. I've got 3 I'll show you. Then we'll do Bahasa, and then I got 2 for my final reveals.
Okay.
Matty Boom Batty, where do you keep all this stuff?
For me or for you or for? Well, I guess let's all answer that question.
He's just in the chat. This is just the ones in my office. I got my McFarlane Wolverine Hulk cover down there as well, signed. But we haven't done that yet. So all right, here we go.
Well, wait, let everyone else get a chance to answer the question. So let's see. So Matt, once my kids have moved out, and so I've taken over my daughter's room and installed bookcases in there and kicked all her crap into the garage. And so that's where I've filled some of the space. And then the other one is when I need another bookcase, I'll get rid of an old piece of furniture, like the desk that the kids used. So that's gone. Piece of their childhood gone because Dad needs more game and desk space. Bahasa, where do you keep all your stuff?
In the basement, we've got like 2,400 square feet, and I've got bookcases back to back. I've got a complete room that is nothing but games, and so.
When you get to once you get rid of the kids, then you get to like pre-retirement level. That's when the collection really starts going crazy. All right, I'm sorry, Brian.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, that was a good one. All right, so here we go. Appendix N.
Very nice.
Swords Against.
I got the Swords Against. I'm pretty sure I got the
Swords Against Death.
I just picked one up the other day at Half Price Books.
Unbelievable! Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. Where did you get those from?
Oh, these are just from a thrift store. This one had a little bit of bend in it, but look at this. Is this the one? Nope. But yeah, here's Swords Against Deviltry. This one's the first one, right? Look at that cover.
Yeah.
God, I love that cover. Right? And here's Swords Against Death. And that cover is just amazing. But look what's in here. Look what's in here. Well, here's the receipt. Cash. $1.78. Can hardly see that.
That's how much you paid? $1.78 for that?
Yeah. But here's something that stood out to me when I got this one.
Oh yeah. The old
right in the middle.
Kent or Cool
right in the
cigarettes.
Middle. Right in the middle is an ad.
Hey kids, read books and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. Yep. Number 1 and number 2. Fantastic, must reads. Appendix N, covers are gorgeous. Love these books. I'll save that book for next time. But here was a conversation going around because everybody's Appendix N, right? You know, sword and sorcery, all that stuff. We give a little shout out to Slippery Jim. Adventures of the Stainless Steel Rat. This one's mine. I've had it since high school when it came out. This is Harry Harrison.
Harry Harrison.
Yeah, this is all. I've got them all. I've got all the individuals up there, but this was the complete series, all of the books in one volume. Right, I read the hell out of it. And then I loved it so much, I went and I found the originals, and they're up there. But man, right?
Matty Boombatty said he's going to start smoking now just because he saw that advertisement in your book, and you said it was cool.
No advertising in this one. This was my original copy that I bought back in whenever, right? So this is first edition, but it's what, 80s. Stainless steel rat saves the world. 86. This is 86 is when I bought this.
All right.
Slippery Jim DeGriz. Absolute fantastic space mystery. Interstellar outlaw becomes a cop because he knows all the bad guys and how to do it. Great stuff. Good inspiration. I don't care if you're running DCC, Mothership, whatever. You can sneak some of these themes in there. It's absolutely fantastic. So, Bahasa. I got 2 more, but we'll go to Bahasa. We got 15 minutes left.
All right. Well, I mean, we don't have to take an hour. We can cut it short. It's just,
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got so much we could go another hour, but
All right.
In any case, this next is I got masonry and some other stuff. So this is it's 600 years of masonry that they it's sort of like history of the Masons and stuff. So it's interesting, even though Freemasonry hasn't been around since 1777. This is a great book, symbolism of the blue degrees of Freemasonry by Albert Pike and edited by Arturo de Hoyo. He's kind of the modern day historian of all things Masonry. I've got 2 volumes. I'm only showing one though, but it's Mackey's encyclopedia. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. You can usually find these. The condition varies though. And then
so do you read all these masonry books?
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's so much reading.
This is the Herbalist Primer.
I have that book.
This is a cool little book. It comes with some cards and stuff, but it tells you all about different plants, and you can definitely use them in your campaigns and stuff.
Well, and that book was it was a Kickstarter as a role-playing game supplement, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got it on Exalted Funeral, and this is the Medieval Health Handbook. So I was very fortunate to pick this up. This is what the book looks like, and it's got different plates of alchemy in it as well. So it's pretty fascinating stuff. And then if you want to talk about alchemy, we got alchemy and mysticism. And,
holy cow!
Yeah, and this is a great find, and this is just loaded with all sorts of alchemical pictures and stuff. And you can go off the deep end with this stuff.
Bahasa, have you figured out how to make gold yet?
No,
not yet.
No.
If you do, would you tell me or Spellburn first?
Yes.
I don't know that I would tell either. Richard Bandler. Richard Bandler he's the founder of NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and I think this is the first book that he made. So it's an interesting read. He's got a series of them and stuff.
Is he a magician?
No, Neuro-Linguistic Programming has to do with body language and being able to interact with other people and stuff. And then
it would be great for a poker player.
A poker player, a diplomat, anything like that. And then this is called the Bacteronium Mycon. It was for part of a game that was designed by physicians, and it basically has to do with real life diseases and pathogens, and how to work.
Look at that art.
Which antibiotics to use. Yeah, I mean, it's great stuff. And so these are the different antibiotics or viruses and, pathogens and stuff like that. So this is it's some pretty cool stuff here.
Man, your collection is eclectic, if nothing. Holy cow, There's all stuff over there.
Yeah. And I got more stuff, but after you do your two, magic is next.
This is just a small spattering of what he's showing us.
This is just small.
All right,
I'll show my two, and then we'll let Bahasa finish this out. So, two. One is my Grail, right? This was a Grail for me. This was a half-price book find, and I'm still trying to get the sticker off the cover. So,
Belushi,
you're a big Belushi fan.
I'm a big Belushi fan. This was written by his wife, Judith Belushi Pisano, and it is just amazing. That's when he was in California in the hospital during Saturday Night Live. This is him. That's when he was on National Lampoon stage show. I got that downstairs on as an album. I found that a couple of weeks ago. Working out, getting in shape. Found it at Half Price Books for $10.
Nice.
Wow. Fine.
It was a fantastic find. For me, it was a great find.
You gotta check those sometimes because some of them are autographed.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was, but it was not.
So, man!
As soon as you said that, I'm double checking.
So you guys saw if you saw, we hit 50 subscribers. Thank you, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe, but more importantly, pass the link around to your friends and your family and your enemies and people you know to see if they'll like and subscribe because we're trying to get to 100. But if you looked at our 50 subscribers, thank you. I had 8 boxes. I had just went to an estate sale. This guy had some collector stuff, but it was in rough shape, some of it. He had a first edition, little tiny hardcover of Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Nice.
So a kid's book. And so I wish I would have had all that stuff to show. I kept some of it. I donated some of it to the library. But where was I going with that? You were showing.
No, I still got one more.
All right, go ahead. Well, I think of what I was going to say.
Right. So this is my last thing. This was a gift to me from. This was a Christmas gift from my brother. So you know I'm a big fan
of butts.
Oh, Rush.
This
is a Rush. So this is a book of their tour books from 1977 to 2004. This is when they came out. Right? They limited it. I don't want to open it up too much because my brother works in the music industry. These were limited to I can't remember how many they produced, 100 of them, right? Talking about autographs.
Nice.
Eddie Lee, Alex Lyston, Neil Peart. Here's the cool thing. This is not one of the numbered.
Oh dear.
Copies. This was the one they used in all the advertising.
That's one of a
kind.
Tested out. That's one of a kind.
They tested out the pens. One of a kind. They tested out the pens and their autographs. And then this is what they used to do all their promos.
Sweet, man.
That's why I don't open it. But
have you opened it once to look through it or no?
No. I got a little cover on it. But like I said, my brother works for the music industry, and he knew their manager, and he said, "My brother's a huge Rush fan." This was before everybody else loved them. Back in the day, this was 2006. It came out. I can't remember. And he got this for me, and the manager was like, "Oh, I got a gift for your brother." And that's what I got. So those are my books. Those are my two. I got all my appendix in and my Cthulhu stuff, but Belushi and Rush. That was my childhood, right? All the movies, all the TV shows, all the music. So, all right, close us out.
All right, wait. So I remember where I was going. So out of these 8 boxes, I was checking some of them, and a few of them had autographs in them, and I was like, all right. But I do have one more. So this is the book I'm reading right now. I might have shown this on one of the last finds. I finished Forerunner Foray, and this is Forerunner, and there's 5 in the Forerunner series from Andre Norton. And so Trevor Russ, our brother from Canada, had a local book fair, and he's like, hey, are you looking for any Andre Norton books? I'll keep my eye out. And I said, well, I'm looking for these 3 in the series. So 2 of them were at the book fair.
Wow.
I mean, just how does that work out? And the 3rd one he picked from his library. He's like, and you know what? The only one I have from the series is the one you're missing. Just DCC things work out magically. All right, Bahasa, you close us out. What do you got to show us before we get off?
All right, you just tell me when to stop, but I'm starting with magic. So this is it's a book about Harry Anderson, because Harry Anderson was a magician, and
fantastic magician.
Yeah, and this is it's a limited book. It is autographed by him, and it's
go down a
44
little
out
bit.
of 100.
And this is Harry, the guy from Night Court.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He was an accomplished magician. All right. If you're going to do any sort of coin magic, you want to buy Bobo's Coin Magic. This is the book to get. So I want, there's a series called Tarbell's Book of Magic. It's also great. It's a 8-volume series. 7 were done by Tarbell, and the 8th one was done posthumously by his son.
Do you know magic? Do you know any magic tricks?
Yeah, I'm a magician as well.
What? I mean, how did you not show me any tricks at Dungeon Con?
Swami was a magazine a long time ago, and fortunately they came out with a reprint of it, and I was able to pick that up.
It used to be a comic as well, I think.
Swami, maybe. This is about Ted Anman, and Theodore. He was another great magician. He started a magazine called The Jinx and things like that. Martin Gardner, remember the guy I told you, the mathematician? I showed the book earlier.
Yeah.
Well, this is his Encyclopedia of Impromptu Magic, and this is also another great book to get if you can find it. This is The Jinx, and this was the magazine that Ted Ammon did, and so there'd be a subscription, and it would be coming to your house, and other magicians would write in there. They'd send in their magic tricks, and then he'd print them.
That's cool.
And he started that after the Phoenix. So the Phoenix, there were 300 issues, and then it turned into the New Phoenix, which went another 100 after that. And that was done by a guy, Bruce Ellis, I believe. But the cool thing is, if you do these tricks, modern-day magicians are all scratching their heads because they're all about the latest and the greatest. They don't go back to how it was in the 30s and the 40s,
Bahasa, are you a member of the Magic Castle?
I've been to the Magic Castle several times. I'm not a member. Membership is like $600 a year, but I'm a member of the Fellowship of Christian Magicians, and I'm also a member of the Invisible Lodge, which is a magic. It's for Masonic magicians. So you have to be a Mason, and So yeah. All right. Are we still good?
Yeah, we got one more minute. Give us a couple more. This is the speed round. Hit like 3 or 4 more.
Okay, so this is Hex Crawl. Hex Crawl is one of these games up here, and they came up with a book that you can do an RPG kind of on that. You've got this is all DCC adjacent. So this is the right sewer rats, and then of course our friend Joey Royale with the WHPA.
Friend of the show.
Everybody's a friend of the
I'm a contributor in here, so that was kind of cool. We got the Neon Lords.
Brian Shutter.
Yep. And then there is Strange Tales from the Painted Wasteland. Now, this is not DCC, but there is a DCC conversion. And this also came in a limited edition, which is kind of a black.
That is gorgeous.
So it's, the black on that. It's really cool. Yeah.
That is nice.
He has also produced the omnibus. So this is all a comic. This is just one gigantic comic series and stuff. It's wild stuff. He did come out with the Quest. So this is another adventure that, if you can, you can.
All right. Last one.
The last one, huh?
Last one.
God, there's so many.
Got to cut you off.
There's so many. So this is the limited edition of this.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So
I love that gold.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna keep showing you stuff as you cut me out. That's fine.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Bahasa, we are in awe of your collection. And we're going to A next week, Brian. And so when we come back, we're gonna start at like D because we had Dungeon Con, and we're going D, C, A, CBA, and then we'll go A to Z. We're gonna try to go A to Z and find something that's collectible for every letter. But we might see Bahasa in like 2 weeks to go through the rest of his books for B books too. Or you know what I really want to do is B is for board games or B is for box sets.
Okay.
But next Sunday, we're going to try to do A. So stay tuned. Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Brian, you want to say anything before we go out?
Yeah, thank you for watching live. If you're in the chat, we love you. Thanks for coming. Tell your friends, hit subscribe, hit the bell, all those things. We'll be back here next Sunday, and get out there and hunt. Find your passion, and then dive in, go get it, and follow the GrapeApe rule. $5 is $5, man. You can't beat anything under $5. Just get it. So enjoy yourself. Have a great week. If you do find a good thing, take a picture and send it to us. If we're connected on Discord or email or wherever we're connected on, send it to Facebook, wherever. Just send it to GrapeApe or I. Send us a picture, what you found, everything, and we're gonna start trying to promote those things as well. So if you find a good hunt, let us know.
I'm so glad you said promoting things because you just triggered something in my mind. I want to do some giveaways to subscribers, but we can't see who subscribes and who doesn't. But we can see who responds in the chat. So we had a great chat for this episode, and so I'm going to take the chat from this chat and the chat from the video, and I'm going to pick a winner from that, and I'm going to contact you and send you a message and be like, hey, send me your address so I can send you some of the cool stuff that we find, because it is about kicking off other people's collections. My wife's going to be happy that I'm getting rid of some of this stuff. Did you hear that? Wow.
Yeah.
She just trolled me. But, passing it along to other people, passing the passion along so they can start collecting some cool stuff too. And it's just cool to give stuff away, and share with the community. So that's what I want to do. And so chat in the comments, chat on the video, and we'll have the winner, and we'll show that next week. Bahasa, you got anything to say before we head out?
Thanks for having me. Find your passion and just dig deep.
All right. We'll see everybody next Sunday.
Awesome, brother. Great to see you.
8 o'clock.
Good to see you, brother.